Good. Then so I will move on. Okay. Now the rest of this chapter, right, we'll be talking about like how to create urgency. All right. And like what Sebastian mentioned also is like they won't go in details about pricing, but they also talk about, you need to make sure the listing is in the market. That's that sort of things. Okay. So now let's continue then the solution. You can see here every market has its challenge and opportunities. All right. Right. We all got to now agree to this is that every market has its challenge and opportunities. Your success as a real estate agent is contingent upon your ability to recognize each market for what it is and work successfully under any conditions you have. All right. So now let me repeat just this statement. Your success as a real estate agent is contingent upon your ability to recognize each market for what it is and work successfully under any conditions you have. Okay, recognize each market and work successfully and under any condition. Now this statement, whether we like it or not, there is no way we can change the market. The market will determine whether it is a seller's market or whether it is a buyer's market. All right. Now you and me can never change those market. It is a buyer's market means it's buyer's market. If it is seller's market means it's a seller's market. We cannot change it. Okay, but what we can do is we can change, how we react, how we do business in the respective market. So there are great opportunities for buyers, and you can maximize your potential when you know how to work effectively. So visualize how you can succeed with buyers. Now these are the ways how you can succeed with buyers. Okay, number one is be an expert on your real estate market and the economy. Listen to your buyers, find houses that are priced correctly and in good condition. Show buyers houses that match their needs and wants. I think remove fear about buying and find solid financial institution offering good and reliable mortgage programs. And this is how, right, you need to win in a buyer's market. Now, be an expert in your real estate market. I think this is a topic which is there's a program at 9 o'clock this morning. And then you can see listen to your buyers. So which is why you can see like last week, when I talk about the strips, all right, it's not about answering their question. It's instead about asking them questions, listen to their needs. Then you can see it is also important to find houses which are priced correctly and in good condition. Show buyers houses that match their needs and wants. Remove their fear about buying. And you need to have the right financial banks to offer the loans. So you can see our job is to provide leadership for your buyers so they feel comfortable and are willing to make a purchase. Okay, leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something that you want done because he wants to do it. Now, this statement is very important. It's quite chim also. Okay, now you can see our role is actually, each of us, our role is to provide leadership to our buyers so that they feel comfortable and are willing to make a purchase. So like which I always say, our role here is to influence, to make the decision that they want. All right. So you can see it's the art of getting someone else to do something that you want done because he wants to do it. It's not something that we want them to do. It's actually something that they want to do. Our role here is just to influence them to make the decision that they want to do. Why not we pause here for a while and anybody have got any thoughts about these two sentences? Anybody disagree or anybody agree? Now, this is to me, this is a very important mindset because a lot of times we are not selling. We are not, our job is not to just push product, especially in this market. These two statements is to me, I think is very important for us to understand.
From the statement, leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something that you want done because he wants to do it. I think here what we are saying is we are coming from the perspective of advising our buyer such that they are very comfortable to act on what we have provided, what we have educated them. And that means we empower them to think through with all the facts and stories that we have shared. and they will want to proceed based on our objective and also what they want to achieve as well. So for example, let's say this buyer, right, is thinking of this house somewhere facing the road junction. It's a very nice house, good value for money, but the only disadvantage is, I mean, it's not directly facing the road junction, but slightly. So we can just based on some experience we share with a feng shui master lah. Can always plant a tree to block it or something, or make the fencing higher or whatever lah. So something to let them think through, and then they can decide. They have a choice. They don't need to just act on what we tell them, but at least they are aware that we have created this opportunity for them to think through, and then they can proceed lah. I mean, this is just one example lah.
Correct. Very true. Very true. A very good illustration from Sebastian. So which is why at the end of the day, we are not forcing our buyer to buy. This buyer, they already want to buy. It's just that because of the environment, they fear to buy. All right. So we need to play the leadership role to influence them to buy. It's just like what Sebastian mentioned just now. Very true to this statement. Anybody who is still confused with this statement, this statement is so true. Reason is because there are times, rents, fear to call lead or fear to engage with client because they thought that they are being perceived as selling, as being pushing product. All right. So that is not our role. That is not our role. All right. So which is why you see a lot of times, when you call client, it's KW training is talking about giving the care calls. Okay, your role is not to push product, is to see how they are doing. All right, build a rapport, and if they touch on the real estate thing, then only you go into real estate things. If not, right, then if you know they are facing difficulty, then you won't go into that. So you need to drill this into your mind. So every time when you speak to client, you need to have this behind your mind. Okay, this would remove a lot of fear, a lot of ambiguity that you have. Okay, but having said so, if you want to play this role, the bad news is you need to keep educating yourself. All right, you need to continue to build your knowledge about real estate, the skill, how to deal with people, how to influence people.